Greetings, one and all. No, yes, we are live. Yes, my name is Ken Boyter. This is Edra Tales Twitch channel, and I think the music is too loud. This is Grockle Snook, but most of you already know that. You alright, Grockle Snook? Here we go, just set up the music. Is that too loud? I don't know if it's too loud or not. We are roughly on time. Yes, it's 6:30 UK time. We are back for another session of You Decide How the Story Unfolds, and it is League of Thieves. This is part 6. This is by Sarah Crofton and W.J. Tattersdill. Illustrations by Tom Knight. And it is a Osborne adventure game book. There are, I believe 4 in the series now. This is number 3. Hello, yeah, ready to kick Kit's ass. Butt, bottom, derriere, cheeks. He's going to pay. He is going to pay, Martha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And we'll just wait a couple more minutes to see if anyone else wants to join us. Grockle Snook has been at the source, haven't you? You alright? You've been a bit drunk. Let's just put that a little bit more like that. Yes, we are back in the dungeon. I haven't left, though. That's the whole point of a dungeon, isn't it? Also, the reason why I've got the poster up, how am I? That's a very nice question. I'm very well, Martha, thank you. Very well. Having a lovely day so far, having a lovely day. But my day will just get better because we're going to be playing You Decide, which is a lot of fun. And as you know, I've got a little advert there for Devilish Deaths to Kill a Thief, coming to Kickstarter in October. That is my game book, where I've written the game book, I've done the illustrations, and so if anybody out there would like to back this, I will let you know. I'll be putting out links. Believe you me, I'm going to be spamming it for the next couple of months, just to generate enough interest. So there we are, that is To Kill a Thief. Are you doing alright, Martha? Are you okay? I don't know how many people we're going to be watching. Is the music too loud? It's very Skyrim grand. I love Skyrim music. I'll put it down a little bit. We have a nice cup of tea. What's everybody drinking? I'm having a cup of tea with honey. Even though it's quite warm outside. We haven't got any windows in the dungeon though, have we, Grockle Snook? No. We've not seen daylight. We've not seen sunlight for years. The music is not too loud, and I'm tired after my trip to Oh yes, you had a lovely capital trip, and you caught you're drinking a cold cola. That sounds lovely. Yeah, bit of fizzy pop or soda, as they call it in America. Lovely. How was your trip? Tell me about your trip. Was it good? What's the capital of Norway? Oslo? I want to say Oslo. Am I right? You're not wrong. I might be wrong. Oh, that's nice. You can't beat a nice cup of tea with just a dash of honey in it. So, as I say, yeah, we are playing League of Thieves. And weirdly enough, I didn't know this existed. So when I chose, I picked to kill a thief, that you would play a thief, a couple of years ago. So it's like, oh, okay, mainstream publishers are getting back involved with doing game books. It was a lot of fun, I take it, and yes, it was Oslo. Yay, look at me, all clever. You got some new dice, minis. Oh yes, and you had a shepherd's pie. We talked about this, haven't we? Shepherd's pie, one of the classic British meals, really nice. Especially if it's cold weather. That's definitely a traditional kind of winter meal. Although I love eating shepherd's pie all year round, so I don't mind. I'm not one of these people that's very seasonal, really. I won't go, oh, it's summer, I'll have a salad. No, bring on the shepherd's pie, please. Good evening, Lee Rin. Good evening, how are you, sir? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lee Rin, Martha's put it, the pub was named Wild Rover, an Irish pub. Oh, fantastic. Brilliant. So you had Guinness. They probably had Guinness on sale. Traditional Guinness. So I don't know who else is joining us, because I think Jonathan's on holiday. Jam, I'm not sure where Jam is. You've got your longbow. Good to hear it. We do need. Well, this is the end game, isn't it? We are on. That's it. Entry 30. I don't know where Jam is. So hello, Jam, if you're watching this later. And Jonathan, hope you're having a lovely holiday. But really, there's no excuse for not tuning in, to be honest. if you really were a good friend. Okay, so that's it. We are, so I guess, I don't know how many other people are playing, so maybe we ought to just launch into this. And again, I don't know how long this session is going to be, because I thought the last session we were going to wrap it all up, but it just kept going. So I'm not sure how many more we've got to go. Yeah, we're going to kick the traitor Kit off a bridge. Is that where we were? Yes, fully agree on that. Yeah, sorry I couldn't make last week, but I was invited out. I'd already double booked. I already said yes, but forgot to cancel. And then I forgot that I'd been invited out. So I thought I was doing this, but then it's like on the day someone said, "Oh yeah, so you're looking forward to the pub quiz tonight?" And I went, "Oh yes, I agreed I was going to do that, didn't I?" So I came along. We went to the pub quiz. Sally and myself. It was very nice. It was very good. We came 5th out of 10, which is not too bad. Although I think we had more team players than the other teams. So there we go. Oh, you had a 7-Up. Oh, yeah, 7-Up. A nice dash of lemonade with your shepherd's pie. Lovely. Although if you like bitter with shepherd's pie is nice. A nice dark ale. Hello, Sally. There's Sally. Kit is going to pay for his life. Yeah, for betrayal. Exactly. We are just about to show Kit what it means to betray the Thieves Guild. So, I guess we ought to crack on, because I'm not sure... Oh, hello. I'm not sure how many other people are going to be joining us because of half term and whatever, summer holidays and going on holiday. Just to remind you then, we still have copies of Magic and Monkey left, and you can purchase them if you're in the UK from my website, which is edratales.com. I will sign them. You just let me know who you want it signed to. And postage is £3. A copy of this is £10. This is hardback. This is it. There's going to be no more hardbacks. Well, not for a long, long time anyway. Because after the hardback's all gone, then I'm going to get the paperback. Although I'm gearing up to get the paperback out anyway. We've got to remember that jerk of a ruler has one skull left. Oh, is that what it was? Due to our kick in the start of the book? Oh, yeah. No, didn't we... I can't remember what happened last time, so you'll have to fill me in. So we went to 30. Entry number 30 is what I've written down. So let's just start then, shall we? Because I don't know how many more people are joining us. So, yes, it's all building up to the climax. We have the scepter, but it was the wrong scepter. I can't remember. You remind me. I really can't remember. But I've really remembered most of this plot. Every time we've done a summary, I've managed to memorise it. But I can't remember exactly what happened. We fought ghosts, or there were ghosts there. In the very beginning, we attacked him, and he has 2 skulls less. Yes, no, I remember that, because that was when we first met him. I've got here, grey cloak, injured figure, -2 skulls. So are we gearing up to fight him now? Let's put here, then. You slip behind a stack of barrels at the very edge of the courtyard and look around. Your plan is taking shape, but you'll need to get up on the Dragon Tower again and back to the manor to find Flag. You keep low. Oh yeah, because Flag is the ghost, isn't he? You keep low and move straight for the tower as quietly as you can. As you near the door, you discover the palace isn't entirely deserted. There's one person standing guard. It's Kit. And creeping closer, you see that he's crying. Oh, what would you like to do then? Do you want to sneak past Kit without speaking to him? Is it him or a her? I can't remember. Is it her? Or is it him? I can't remember. My brain. So type sneak if you just want to sneak past. If you want to talk to Kit and ask for an explanation, type talk. Or would you rather attack Kit? Type attack. So sneak, talk, or attack. What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Sally wants to talk. Kit is him. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Who was the... Oh, it was the woman who was shooting at us was a woman, wasn't it? She was the other thief that tried to warn... No, was it the Assassin's Guild? She was trying to warn us because she wanted the scepter for herself. Okay, so we're going to talk, which is entry 363. Okay, 363. How long have you been working for him, Kit? You ask softly. Oh, how long have you been working for him, Kit? You ask softly. Kit turns very slowly to face you. His eyes are red, but there's still defiance in them. This is why I couldn't talk to you about it, he blurts out. You only understand loyalty to the League, to Dahl. I knew you wouldn't understand. A string of possible answers race through your mind. To say, okay, so this is, you got a choice of what you'd like to say to him. So, choice 1 is, I just don't get it, Kit. How did we let you down so badly? Talk 2 is, understand what? You needed the money, right? Or, talk 3, did they threaten someone close to you? So, choice 1, talk 1 is, I just don't get it, Kit. How did we let you down so badly? Understand what? You needed the money was 2. Or did they threaten someone close to you? 3. What do you want to go for? Both Lirin and Sally. Oh, all of you are going for 3. There you go. You're all in unison. Yeah, it sounds like I think you're right. It sounds like someone threatened him close, like a family member. Because that probably is the easiest way to get somebody to do something for you. Because, of course, you don't want your loved ones to be hurt. 241. Kit looks up, shocked. How could you know? He says. I was so careful never to talk about her. You sit down next to him, still keeping a cautious distance. Thieves' eyes, you say simply. We notice things. There's a little pause, and the wind stirs the leaves of Lord Flagg's ornamental hedges. It's my sister, Kit says eventually. He said he had her in the dungeon. I still don't know if he does. I haven't seen her. This is how he got to me too, you tell him. He told me he had you. So, if you have the rose medallion... Oh, we've got the rose medallion! We've got the rose medallion. All is well in the world. 266. We have it. I love it when objects pay off. Yeah, quite a way down into the game book. That's quite a good feature. 266. You pull the medallion out of your pouch and hand it over. Kit's eyes widen. I thought I'd never see this again, he exclaims. I didn't have time to go back to the rookery for it. Hey, he jabs you in the shoulder and you flinch. But it's a friendly jab, just like hundreds you've had before. You've been going through my stuff. I was worried, you mumble. Delete Rose Medallion from your logbook. Add 1 ability to the skill of your choice. There we go. Add skill, ability. We cross off Rose Medallion. Ian's book taught us well. Take everything that isn't nailed down because it will come in handy. Yeah, absolutely. Martha's put in, now I feel bad for hating Kit all these weeks. Well, Martha. But I would still say that's sort of justified because... I don't know. But that is a tricky dilemma, and that is why it's good for storytelling, because you are put in that position. So I wouldn't feel too bad because the story led us to believe that Kit betrayed us. Yeah? So we were concerned at the beginning, and then when we met Kit, it looked like he was working for Lord Flag. So you've been, that's what stories do. They manipulate you into thinking one thing, and then they can twist it if they like. 3 weeks of simmering. Yeah. Well, as long as he sounds genuine, doesn't he? He sounds genuine. So what ability would you like to add it to? We've got 7 stealth. We've got 7 agility. We have 11 lock picking. What would you like it to add to? Type stealth if you want stealth, agility if you want agility, or lock picking if you want lock picking. Oh, that is a very, very well brewed cup of tea, even if I do say so myself. Crocosnook likes a nice cup of tea. Agility, our nemesis, is a slippery one. Oh, Martha's put... Oh, so you've all disagreed. Sally wants lockpicking. Martha wants stealth, since we're going to take down Lord Flag. And Leary wants agility. Okay, so we will have to do the old die roll. We will have to do a die roll. So, 1, 2 is lockpicking. 3, 4 is stealth. And agility is 5 or 6. You do have a point. Oh, okay. Oops. Whoops. So, Lirin, are you changing yours to stealth? You're going to change it. Okay. Let's just see what the die would have decided. Here we go. It was going to be agility. Okay, well, let's put it on stealth. So we're on 8 stealth. I think with lockpicking, we have got a lot of lockpicking. Stealth or agility, I don't think there's much in that. So either one was good. And we're still pretty good with 7 on agility. That's nice. Okay, here we go then. Where are we going? 2, 3, 7. She's called Rose, says Kit, almost to himself. When we were orphaned, I joined the League. I didn't tell Darl about her. I wanted her to, not to have to do with any of this. He gestures at your pouch of loot and around the courtyard, then sighs, but now she's involved anyway. You put your hand on his shoulder. When we've defeated Lord Flag, you say, we'll find her together. Oh, Kit looks into your eyes and blinks back a tear. Then he reaches into his guard's uniform and hands you a scrap of paper with a sketch of you and Leon. You remember him drawing it months and months ago. He doesn't say anything, but grips your shoulder tightly. Add sketch portrait. Wow, I'm running out of places. Sketch portrait. Portrait. Okay. And turn to 74. So Kit, yeah, okay, Kit's on the level then. I think we can forgive him. Don't you? I think we can forgive him. You and Kit stare at each other for a long moment. There's a lot more to talk about. But for now, things are as they should be. You're working together on a job. Lord Flag has arches hidden on the balcony above the ballroom, Kit says, pulling himself together. I'll try to get up there and stop them. If you hear a raven caw 4 times, you'll know I'm ready. You nod, glad to have him on your side. Then you watch him head off towards the manor, still looking like a loyal guard of Lord Flagg. Make a note of Kit's signal. Okay, so let's make a note of that. That's going to be crow 4 times. Yes, we can. Okay. So, then we're going there. So presumably, we've now got a little bit more of a quest because we need to find Rose, Kit's sister, as well. 337. So maybe this is going to be a full session. 337. You just don't know. Inside the Dragon Tower, you sprint back up the winding stone staircase and burst into the Scepter's room. Stepping on the tiles opens the door just like before, revealing all the fake scepters for a second time tonight. Your idea might work, and even if it doesn't, you have to try something. Scooping up the fake scepters in your cloak, you drag them back outside. The gargoyles are back in place. Perhaps if you wake them up, they might follow you to the party and spread chaos, which could be useful. I can't remember what our plan is. Oh, is it to steal the real scepter and mix it in with all the fake ones? Is that what it was? So, would you like to try and wake up the gargoyles? Type wake. Or if you want to leave them alone, type alone. What would you like to do? Wake them up before we go, or leave them alone before we go. What would you like to do? Oh yeah, we're all playing it a bit cautious. We are stealthy thieves, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so we are going to do it alone. We're going to leave them alone. It's probably a good idea because I don't know how much control we've actually got over them. I can't remember. 352. One encounter with those gargoyles is enough for a lifetime. You edge past them, keeping as far away as you can until you're safely in the stairwell, carrying the fake scepters in your cloak behind you. You return to the courtyard. We're returning to the courtyard. Okay. With the Dragon Tower behind you. Once more, you make your careful way across the courtyard and let yourself into the manor. The sounds of merrymaking drift down the hallway towards you. At the door of the ballroom, you shift the bundle of scepters onto your shoulder, careful not to drop any. Then you pause just for a second, one hand on the solid oak. Whatever happens, one way or another, it all ends on this side of the door. If you have a friend inside ready to help you, they will have given you a number as part of a signal. Oh, here we go then. Multiply the number by 8 and turn to that entry. If more than one person are giving you a signal, add their numbers together and multiply by 8. So we've only had one, haven't we? One signal. So, signal was 4. Multiplied by 8 is... That's just to see if anyone's still watching. So, 4 times 8. Anyone? 32, is that right? There we go, 32. 32, right, thank you very much. I just thought it might be fun if you guys work it out. You do all the heavy lifting. Right, 32. Let's see if that is correct. For a long time, there's no signal. You wonder if Kit has betrayed you again. But just as you step inside, you hear the familiar croak of a raven carrying over the music, laughter and clinking glasses. Blinking against the bright lights, you spot him beneath a stone balcony at one end of the room. He points up to the two archers keeping watch above him. Then, grinning, he reaches into the shadows behind him, and suddenly the room is plunged into darkness. It only lasts a moment before the gas lamps splutter back to life, but when they do, Kit is gone. Looking up, you see him on the balcony, looking very pleased with himself, and wrapping a length of rope around the unconscious archers. Though they gasped when the lights went out, the guests quickly returned to their fun. Unfortunately, your keen eyes spot two suspicious-looking men in uniform heading your way. It looks like Flag has living guards patrolling this room, as well as ghosts outside. Martha, this is where your call of stealth comes in. It says roll 1 die and add your stealth level. We need to get 14 and above, I believe. So we're on 8. Here we go then. Let's roll a 6. Come on, let's roll a 6. Should we do it again? Let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's roll a 6. 5. What's that? 8, 9, 10. That's 13. We need a 6. Okay, we can't cheat too much. Roll again, yeah. We rolled 3 times. We rolled 3 times. Let's just 283. 283. Lord Flag's own bodyguards aren't ghosts, but the crowds part for them just as quickly. Before you can escape, you have been cornered. Above you hear Kit cry out in alarm, but you know there's nothing he can do. You'll have to stop him, Kit, you yell as they drag you from the room. You'll never find out whether he does. They drag you to the top of the castle walls, and with one hard shove, send you plummeting into the icy depths of the unforgiving river below. You are such a rules lawyer. Oh dear. Well, I did. I rolled 3 times, Martha. However, maybe we could, pretend that we did. 198 is where we... So, hey, look. Whee! It's a 6! That was a genuine roll. We'll just edit all the other rolls out. Yay! There we go. Look at that. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? No twice. Come on, let's win this. I rolled it 3 times. That was the 4th roll. Anyway, yay, we did it. We did it genuinely there. So there we go. Try again, and again, and again. Try again. Director's cut. Yeah, absolutely. You melt back into the crowd before you're spotted. Funny that. These guards aren't ghosts. They're Flag's own bodyguards. And with them in the room, you'll never... hang on. And with them in the room, you'll never get near him. Kit steps quietly up beside you. Play along, he whispers. He sprints to the door and pulls it open, then charges back in from outside. A prisoner escaped. He's in the courtyard. Oh, of course, he's in his royal guards, isn't he? Uniform. The bodyguards turn and look at him, unsure whether to stay or go. You stay behind the guests, nearest the windows, and call out in the poshest voice you can manage. I see him out there. My word, what a rascal. Headed for Lord Flag's bedroom window. That does the trick. Led by Kit, the pair race from the room, leaving you free to find their master. You stash your bundle of fake sceptres next to the door, well out of sight. Yes. Come on, look at that. Look at us being stealthy and cunning. Yes, come on, we're going to win this. A gentle background music stops abruptly and a loud fanfare rings out. A door at the far end of the room opens and in sweeps Lord Flag, sceptre gripped tightly in hand. He stares around the room and runs a tongue across his lips, almost hungrily, as he watches his guests. A horrible thought creeps from the darkest corners of your mind as you see the greedy look in his eyes and remember his words. An army where the dead stand back up and keep on fighting forever. You would make Ridley Scott, George Lucas and James Cameron proud with with their editing skills. Absolutely. You got to edit real life as well. Yes. He's going to kill them all. Fresh recruits for his ghost horde. Your mouth hangs open. The time for sneaking around is done. Murderer, you bellow, storming into the middle of the dance floor. The crowds part and the guests stare at you, whispering among themselves, enjoying the little scene. Right, so it looks like he has parties to then murder them so they can become ghosts. Then they're trapped on the island and he can control them. That's crazy. The crowds part and the guests stare at you, whispering among themselves, enjoying the little scene. Give me the sceptre, you say, or I shall tell everyone here what you're planning to do. For just a second you think he looks shocked to see you, but then the mocking smile is back. Guards, he calls, but no guards come. You've seen to that. The smile flickers. He raises an arm with the little finger extended, and you guess that the secret signal to his archers, but you've dealt with them too. There's nobody left to protect him now. You're about to say so when Flag raises the sceptre, and you realise your mistake. That there's one group of people in here that can still command to attack you. The ghosts. Before he can say a word, you throw yourself at him. The two of you crash to the ground, and the sceptre spins out of his hand and clatters onto the floor. But he's back on his feet in an instant. Behind you, you hear the crowd shriek and hurry for the doors as you launch yourself into a desperate fight with Flag. Here we go then, the big showdown. So, am I correct in thinking that Greycloak is Flag? That's correct, isn't it? In that case, we do get -2 skulls, don't we? Yes, it's him. We just need 7 to beat him. Well, you're not 100% right there, Martha, because he has 5 skulls. So we need a 7 plus only attacks with 1 point. So we either need 1 9 plus, which will just wipe him out, or 3 7s. So he has 3 skulls. We've got 6 rounds to do that. Unfortunately, though, we will take 2 damage if we lose. Does that make sense? We've got 6 rounds. We need to get 3 points. If we go for 7s, that's 1 point of damage. If we go for 9s, that's 3 points of damage. Martha wants to go for a 9 straight away, which, yeah, is probably a good tactic, isn't it? Because we've only got 6 points of health. 6 points of health. Although, we sometimes do the... Yeah. Alright, let's say we've got 12 health. Because we do a reset, don't we, if we die. Okay. So, yes, Lee Rins, we're going strong. We're going big. We're going strong. This is how we're going to do it. 2 die. Or dice. We've got 2 dice. We need a 9 plus. Here we go then. Let's get a 12. Let's get a 12. Oh, mama! Look at that. Boom. Take that, Lord Flag. First time. Punch to the face. Exactly, Martha. Boom indeed. Yes. Look at that. That was just... He didn't expect that, did he? Although, in this game book, or these series of game books, winning a fight does not necessarily mean that we've killed him. It just kind of means that we've won that little battle. So he might still be alive. Let's find out. With a triumphant cry, you knock Lord Flag to the ground. While he's down, you kick out the fallen sceptre and send it skidding across the floor. Flag hauls himself up and lurches after it. We punch him in the spot. We stabbed him earlier. Make him wince, yeah. You know that if he gets his hands on it for a second time, it's all over. Glancing up, you see a familiar face bobbing just above you. Dahl! He reaches out to help you, but you point instead towards your bundled cloak by the door. When Dahl looks inside, he understands your plan at once. Laughing, he soars into the air, opens the cloak, and lets the full sceptres fall onto the deserted ballroom floor, where they roll in every direction. Flag, who took his eyes off the real sceptre when Dahl flew overhead, stops in confusion, unable to tell it from the fakes. Curse you, he spits as he darts from one sceptre to the next, trying to decide which is the right one. You stare around the room. You need to find it first. Oh, here we go then. Look at the picture on the next page. So, you need to look at... Oh, wow. You need to look at this picture here of the ruined ballroom. Or the trashed ballroom that's got chairs on their side, broken piano. Yeah, you need to find that one in Edra Tales Facebook group. Go to the media tab, click on the album League of Thieves, and look for the ruined or the trashed ballroom. And then here's the instructions. I'm on the photo already. Nice one, Martha. It says here, Dahl has scattered the decoy sceptres from the dragon tower around the room. Somewhere in amongst them is the right one. When you find it, look at the pair of pillars it's pointing at. Count the total number of stars on those pillars and subtract the number of gemstones on the sceptre. Then turn to the entry. Have you found it already, Martha? Well done. God, can you remember which one it was then? Okay. So if you found it, oh, there's only one pointing at the pillars, isn't there? Yeah. So what you do is look at the pair of pillars it's pointing at. Count the total number of stars on those pillars and subtract the number of gemstones from the stars. But isn't there only one sceptre pointing at the pair of pillars? I think I know what it is. Yeah, you can see 7 stars. Yeah, that's what I saw as well. Okay. But how many gemstones has it got? Okay, I think I've worked it out. But does anyone else want to have a go at working it out? I think I've done it. Yeah, I've worked it out. But anyone else want to have a go? If you look on the time after time. So there's only one sceptre. There's only one sceptre that's pointing at a pair of pillars. So if you look at the pillars, they might all have stars on, but there's only one sceptre that's pointing directly at the pillars. So that scepter... Hello, Colin. Howdy, howdy, howdy. A holy, holy ho. To the holiday rock. How are you, sir? Hope all is well with you. So we are looking... I thought it was that one on the left of me pointing at the pillar. Okay, so there is only one scepter that I can see that's pointing to a pillar. Like directly pointing to it. Is it the one on the right of the grandfather clock? Where's the grandfather clock? I can't see the grandfather clock. Oh, yeah. Yes, it's not the one directly in front. So it's not the one in front of the grandfather clock. Yeah, it is that one. It is that one. Hope all's over there after an attempt at playing football on Sunday. Yeah, well, when you guys went, I had to have a bit of a snooze. And I slept for like 12 hours straight. I told you I was unfit. That's the one I looked at. Yeah, okay, so that's the one. So how many stars has it got? And you, Martha, put 7. How many gemstones can you see? Or how many bumps in the stick can you see? And then you minus those against the stars. Yeah, so 7 minus, and how many bumps can you see there? How many bumps? We are unfit but passionate and determined. I love the fact you need your glasses. 4. There are 4, so 7 minus 4. I love the fact that your optimism. Yeah, look, you know, they might be 20 strapping year olds. You know, not there might be 3 strapping 20-year-olds who are muscular and tall and athletic, but we can take them. It is 3, Colin. Yes, exactly. Can't see any. Sorry, my eyesight is bad. Oh, sorry to hear that. Right. It is 3. It is 3. As you grab the scepter, you hear a triumphant yell from behind you and wheel round to see Lord Flagg holding aloft a scepter of his own. He laughs long and cruel. Darl Farron, he cries, waving the scepter with a flourish. I command you to kill that interfering brat. Darl doesn't move. It is Lord Flashheart, yeah. Sorry, he says coolly. I don't take orders from you. You're not the boss of me. The sneer wobbles on Flagg's face and the scepter in his hand begins to glow. He tries to throw it to the ground, but he can't let go. The light grows brighter until it's so blinding that you shield your eyes, but you can't shut out Lord Flagg's blood-curdling screams. From between your fingers you glimpse him writhing in a pillar of swirling flame. Then the screams stop. The light fades, and where Flagg stood a moment before, a puddle of goo bubbles gruesomely. Yes, exactly, Martha. That jerk is gone. You stand still, stunned, until Darl's hand on your shoulder calls you back. Behind him, the servants edge nearer, and, as you watch, more and more ghosts pour into the room. Some come through the doors, more come through the walls. Some look hopeful, others wary. And you realise the scepter, the real scepter, is still in your hand. They are all waiting to see what you will do. So, would you like to keep the scepter and use its power to control the ghosts? Indiana Jones killed by our own artificial moment. Yeah, artifact moment, absolutely. Stew for dinner. Would you like to do that then? Would you want to keep the scepter and use its power to control the ghost for yourself? Or break the scepter and its evil spell forever? Type keep if you want to keep it. God, I knew you were going to write that. Or break if you want to break the scepter. Martha's going to do the right thing, the moral thing, the just thing, the good thing. Colin, There's no hope for you. You've always been corrupted. Set the ghost free. Freedom is the way of thieves. Exactly. You have a black heart, Colin. The dark arts. You don't have a flash heart. You have a black heart. Yes, we are going to do this. We're going to free them. Okay. You turn the scepter over, looking at it from every angle. It's beautiful, powerful, and horrible. Suddenly you understand why Strike fought so hard to stop you from finding it. Nobody should have the power to force somebody else to do their bidding, even in life. To enslave somebody in death is beyond evil. Oh, sorry, Sally, you voted yes. Yeah. I should give for granted you'd put keep. I know you that well. You raise the scepter over your head and smash it to the ground with every ounce of your strength. The fragile gemstones that hold its magic break into 1,000 pieces. There's another flash of blinding light and a roar like thunder, and then the scepter is gone. All around you the ghosts begin to murmur, then to laugh and cheer. You watch as they throw down their trays or tools they've been carrying and slap each other on the back. Then, one by one, they begin to fade away. Some stop to thank you first, some laughing, some crying as they disappear. Then, at last, only one remains, Dahl. You look at him with tears in your eyes, not ready to say goodbye. Not bad, little eagle, he says, though your back kick needs practice. Now come on, let's find your friends. You follow him from the room, not knowing whether to laugh or cry. He's still with you, at least for now. It's time to get the League of Thieves back together. We're getting the band back together. Yes, the threat has been dissipated. Right call to break it. Yeah, I guess if you don't know too much of the story, Colin. Ordinarily, yeah, keep the magic object, obviously. But this one, no, I mean, that's an even vote. Oh, never mind. It was probably unwise to keep it anyway. Oh, I see, was it? Oh, sorry, Sally. You put keep. Sally. You've changed. We need to have some serious words. The Raiders March, plays as the sun rises. On a mission from God. So, yep. Hang on, I've turned, but I don't know where we're meant to be going. I didn't write it down. Oh, 327. 327. 327. Oh, 218. Okay, 218. The rockery is full of life and laughter again, as it always should be. Ethel burns merrily. Oh, Ethel burns merrily, not Ethel. You've burned Ethel just as a surprise. Ethel burns merrily in the centre of the room, and you and Lian eat and drink until you're ready to burst. Exhaustion is tugging at your limbs, but you're determined not to rest until you've told the story to every single member of the League. Lian puts her arm around you and pulls you away from the rest of the celebrating thieves towards the towards the wall plastered with League's favourite wanted posters and arrest warrants. Pity we don't have anything to remember this job by, she says. If you have a sketch portrait, we do. I'm crying. Dahl was amazing leader. Yeah, that seemed to wrap up very quickly, didn't it? We must still be... The rookery. Are we back at the League's den then? Are we back at the League's Den? Because it seems like we've missed saying goodbye to him and all of that. We do have a sketch by Kit. Exactly, Lee Rin. I think we've got something pretty good from the castle, you say, as you pin Kit's sketch of you and Leon to the wall. Let's go check on him. Oh, okay, so we're still there. You find Kit alone in his room. You're not used to seeing him quite like this, but at least he's stopped apologising for now. He's holding a portrait of the girl you now know is his sister. We'll help you find her, you promise. Before you can say any more, you hear Dahl calling you. He hasn't shown any signs of moving, and you wonder if, like the architect, he'll be the kind of ghost who always just has one more thing to do for hundreds of years. You hope so. There you are, he says. The heroes of the hour. But a job's not a job until you've tallied up its value. So let's see what you've bagged in your trip to Flaggstone Castle. You defeated Lord Fag. You defeated Lord Flag, saved Kit, and freed the city from a terrible curse. You permit yourself a satisfied grin because of what you did. Morrowstone can flourish once more. But don't forget to turn to the final page to tally up your treasure. You are a thief after all. Oh, and one last thing. Do you have the Jade Falcon? If you do, reverse the number on its base and turn to that entry. Okay, we got the Jade Falcon. We do have it, Martha. Yes. Let me just rub my eye. I've got an itchy eye. All this excitement. So the number is 122. 122. Because it says don't forget to turn to the last page to tally it. Oh, look here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I like this idea. Right. Golden editing, golden ending director's cut. Yeah. Yeah, 221 is the number, but didn't it say reverse the number? If you do, reverse the number on its base. So, 122. Thank you, Martha, though. 122. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sunny day in Morrowind, and the museum doors are open wide. Curious people are lining up to see the treasures that were hauled out of Lord Flag's manor after his sudden disappearance. There's a particular long line to see the Jade Falcon, which rumour says was stolen by wicked thieves, but then found and returned by a kind benefactor. You stand outside, enjoying a rare day off, and smile to yourself. The city is still a shambles, of course. It takes more than one vanishing evil lord to fix a mess as complicated as Morrowstone. But at moments like this, it really feels possible. One day. If this was a PS4 game, we'd just we bagged the platinum trophy. I think we have. A carriage pulls up beside you, and you tense up for a moment, remembering how this whole story began. But this carriage is old and rickety, and when the doors opens, out spills three strange-looking characters. You can't help but grin. You know who they are, even though you didn't have time during your adventure to meet all three of them. Sweet Violet jumps from the carriage first, an umbrella clutched in her gnarled hands despite the fine weather. Mr. Stevens follows her. He absent-mindedly closes the door of the carriage behind him, but the ghostly architect, still inside, drifts through the door without noticing. You're glad to see him, but they're all staring at you, and it makes you a bit nervous. What do they want? Wish it was a good name. Oh, wish it was a good game. You wish it was a good game, as in a PS4 game. Dahl tells us you've never failed on a job, says Sweet Violet, poking you in the chest with a bony finger. Even that last one, you brought home the treasure, didn't you? You can only nod and hope she stops prodding you soon. Good. Love the book and going to buy it now. Oh, fantastic. Good, she smiles. You're the one we want then. Before you can speak, Mr. Stevens opens the carriage door again and gestures for you to get in. Come on, he says. We've got another little job for you. You're going to be legendary. Hey! There we are. So we're already on to our next heist. Fantastic. We have the Thieves' Shop. This is a nice touch. I might have to steal this. Well, in my game, to kill a thief, we do play a thief. So stealing this idea is just part of the course, isn't it? I need a new book for those thieves. Yeah. Well, I think that's what they're implying. That the next, not a few more books down into the series, you might play this character again. So it says here, the Thieves' Shop. When the turmoil of the adventure is over, you head to Hal Pickett's stall with your bag of loot. Any member of the League is a friend of mine, he says, especially if they have a sack full of plunder. Below are the prices Pickett is willing to pay for each item. Add up everything that's still in your logbook at the end of your adventure. If you've deleted it, it doesn't count. The total value is your score for the game. And then there's a rank. We can become 0 to 100, you're an apprentice thief. 100 to 250, you're a common crook. 251 to 450, you're a most excellent rogue. Over 450, you're a master thief. Let's see how you did. So look, there's a lovely little filler image there of the loot. Here's the list. Okay, so what have we got? I guess we gave back the Jade Falcon, didn't we? I don't think we've got much loot, though, to be honest. I don't think we've got anything. It says emerald, pearl, sapphire, bag of silver, jewel bracelet, gentleman's purse, ruby ring, silver watch, health potion, mechanical egg, rose medallion. Well, we need that. Crystal key. We had the rose medallion, we had the crystal key, but we needed that as well, and that's gone. Silk scarf. I don't think we've got anything. Oh, we've got an invisibility potion. We've got a pottery cat. Pottery cat! We've got a pottery cat. That's worth 20. Okay. We've got an invisibility potion, but that's not worth anything. Oh, that's a shame. We've got a brass letter G. We do have a brass letter G. We do have a pottery cat. So the brass letter G is worth 17. Okay. What else have we got? That is it. We've got a signal flare. Oh, we got a fake guards badge. We've also got a fake guards badge. We were told... Yeah, but the Falcon isn't on there. It's not on the list. So, fake guards badge is 4. Have we got any gold left? We haven't got any gold. We got a signal flare, but I don't think the signal flare... No. Oh, we've got a silver pocket watch. We've got a silver watch. That's worth 38. That's worth 38. There we go. No. Okay, we're doing better than I thought we were. We've also got a pressed daisy. Didn't we get a blow pipe dart? No, I don't think we did. But we've got the signal flare is not on there. Yeah, so we've got a pressed daisy, so that obviously that's not worth anything. He's not interested in that. Okay, so I think that's all we got. So We did get that, but I don't think you wrote it down. Are you sure? Are you sure? It sort of rings a bell. All right, we'll write that down. Go on then, we'll write that down. Okay, so let's add this up. So, people with the... You're 100% sure. Okay, cool. People with calculators or very good at adding up. The scores are 20 plus 17 plus 4 plus 38 plus 13. So, what does that make? 20, 37, 40, 50, 50, 60, 70, 88. That's 92. Yeah, 92. You guys have, yeah. 92. Oh, 0 to 100 was an apprentice thief. We're not quite yet. We were close to becoming a common crook. There we go. That's not bad. So what might happen, because they've hinted, you know, the carriage doors opened, Mr. Stevens, Violet and the architect said, come on, in you get, we've got another job for you. I'm hoping it would be quite cool if whatever score you got there, you would carry that through to the next one, and you might start as a common thief or as a common crook. Yeah. Or most excellent rogue or master thief, although then you'd have to cater that. But anyway, it's just a bit of fun, but it was still a humble thief. Exactly, a humble thief. So there we are. Did you enjoy that book? It's a good book, isn't it? These are very well written. And I think Jonathan looked these up, because when we did, we've done all of them. And I think on the first one, I said, or the second one that we did, it was like, oh, maybe you could get in, because presumably they're looking maybe for authors to write these, because they're a mainstream publisher, you know, like Fighting Fancy did. So Jonathan looked them up, and it looked like the first guy that did it, Simon Tudhope, was an editor at Osborne Books. Funny that. But so he did the first two. This is the third one. It's by Sarah Crofton and W.J. Tattersdale. Now, I don't know if they had any connection with Osborne Publishing to begin with, but if they didn't, then they are taking on other authors. Should have kept that Ghost Scepter for more point. Exactly. Oh, actually, I was going to say, what? I was going to say, is there any way we could go back to see if we should have kept it? 102, was it? Let's see what would happen. No, maybe not. 3. Oh, maybe this is the one. Yeah, oh no, yeah, okay, let's find... Do you want me to read out what would happen? No, we shouldn't keep it. It's bad, and we aren't a bad thief. Yeah, yes, we did. You loved it. Okay, that's good, Martha. You loved it. It was good, wasn't it? Yes, we did. And the ranking system was a nice post-credit scene touch too that we can use for our own game books. Yeah, I quite like that at the end. Okay, Martha doesn't want it read out. Okay, Martha doesn't want it read out. I'm just going to have... I'm just going to quickly read it. Oh, interesting. Okay, there we go. So I don't want to end on a dark, cynical note. Yes, no, exactly. We did the right thing. We've got a new case potentially to come to start on the next one. Yeah, these are a good series of game books. So the next game book in the series is called Goblin's Revenge, which weirdly enough, that's really, it looks like I'm copying them. But I did think, how do you like this idea? Wouldn't it be cool if I wrote a game book based on the Crooked Crown? Yeah, where you play a goblin and you're trying to get the crown. Would that be a good game book? And it's based off of the game. I'd have to run it past Paul, who's the publisher, just to see if they're kind of cool with that. But I thought that'd be quite a cool thing, wouldn't it? To sort of generate a bigger universe for the Crooked Crown. But because no one's answering, I take it that's a terrible idea. No, Ken, come on. You can't force people to comment. Comment! It was a good one. It was a good one. What an idea. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Story of my life, Sally. Leerin's having a nice cool melon soda. Lovely. On the hurricane evening. Sounds exciting. Yeah, checking the... Exactly, Colin. You're the only one that's listening. To celebrate the victory. Perfect. You have so much to do already. I know, Martha, but I was thinking... After my first game book, which is coming to Kickstarter in October, To Kill a Thief, weirdly enough, it's a thief, and then the next game book I thought, oh, I could do the Crooked Crown as the next game book. And then it's a goblin game, so it kind of just looks like I'm copying what they're doing, but I'm not. I promise you. Yeah. So I will focus on this. I will plan to get this finished and done and dusted and out there before I write a new game book, obviously. Oh, it's quite literal. We have a heavy hurricane for the next 2 days passing Taiwan into China. Wow. I know, because we don't really have hurricanes, I don't think necessarily we fully realise the power of hurricanes. So, yeah. Well, good luck with that. Do you have to do anything special? Like, is it passing near you, do you know? I mean, what do you do in those situations? What do people do in those situations? They just stay inside, do they? And hope that it doesn't damage things too badly? Or are you in the middle of it now? Because, as I say, I've had no... Oh, I have had one experience with a hurricane. It was Camp America. Stay indoors and watch old movies. Yeah, that's literally what we did. That's exactly what we did. It wasn't literally, it's what we did. So we were in the log cabins, though. And it was right at the end of camp. All the kids had gone home. And it was Hurricane... I can't remember what it was. Hurricane Bob? I can't remember. Taipei City is on the edge of the storm. Oh, okay. Well, fingers crossed you stay safe, Lerin, obviously. Watching old movies is a good thing as well. Yeah, it will pass us by. Oh, okay, good. Well, this actually didn't. This one went right through the camp. It was in Boston, in America, and all the kids had gone back. We were contractually obliged to stay on the camp as instructors for, I think, 3 or 4 more days because they'd made an error. So we couldn't leave. So we tied it up. We were thinking, oh, that's all right. We all know each other now. You know, we're good friends. We'll just have a good time doing all the activities the kids did. Plus, we'll help tidy up the camp and get it ready for next year. And then we're a day into that, or maybe 2 days into that. And then they said, oh, no, hurricane warning. Everybody has to go into the big stockade because that was the most sturdiest building. And it did. It was like a stockade. It was a huge wooden structure with a huge wooden a wall around it, like a stockade, like a proper fort. Whereas the rest of the camp were cabins in the woods. And so obviously that was dangerous, and nobody was allowed to stay in the cabins in the woods, because ordinarily all of us was just staying in the cabins we were staying in anyway. And then after it hit, it kind of stayed for about a day. We went out, me and this other guy went out to just do a scout to see if it was safe and just to assess the damage. And it was so much damage. Trees had been pulled down, smashed onto cabins. You know, it was a lot of damage, so it was pretty dangerous. And when we were inside the stockade, you could hear it, you know, bashing around. So actually, I did forget about that. There you go. Well, good luck with all of that. So, thank you so much. We'll probably wrap it up here. I know it's a bit of a short session, but that's fine. It's not too short, actually. Oh, normally, yeah, 8 o'clock I normally finish. So there we go. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for playing League of Thieves. I may have a break next Wednesday. I might just have a break, just have an evening off, and then we'll do another game book after that. But I'll let you know either way if it's on or if it's off. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Lirin. Good luck with the hurricane. Thank you, Martha. Take a break, Ken, you need it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm leaning towards taking a break. Hunker down, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Colin, for watching as well. So there we are. That is another game book live stream, another one wrapped and done and dusted. I'll have a think, or if you want to, if you've got a specific game book in mind that you'd like to play, why don't you post it up on Edra Tales? Just put, you know, tag me into it, or you know, or I'll just keep an eye on it. Or if you want to private message me via Messenger, you know, Facebook Messenger, that's absolutely fine. If you desperately want to play one, I do like to play fantasy game books, but, you know, if it's a quirky one, like we did the Famous 5 one, didn't we? Then, you know, let me know. Obviously, I still have to get hold of it, so it kind of has to be something that I will be able to get hold of. So there we are. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Lirin. And thank you, Sally. And thank you to anyone else that watched this. If you want to know exactly when we go live, click the follow button and also click the notification button. You should know when I go live. And also, I do put these, if you want to watch all of them back at once, you can binge watch it, put it on in the background, you know, you can just listen to it. I do that. I export them over to YouTube, so the Edra Tales YouTube channel. If you want to go over there, you can subscribe to that as well. Thank you. The next live stream will be this Friday, I believe, because I do a Friday evening at 7 PM. It's a live stream, but it's a video game live stream, and we are continuing the adventures of The Witcher 3, and it is the Wild Hunt. That's it. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We'll be playing with that. It's a lot of fun. And then after that, Saturday morning, although I might not be doing the Saturday morning show, but I'll have to post up if I am or not. But anyway, 10 AM Saturday mornings is normally where we do Edra Skull's Ramblings of a Storyteller, where we talk about creativity, fantasy, your projects, my projects, and we ramble off onto anything else. Good night, one and all, and remember, may the magic of game books flow through you always. Take care, everybody.